I'm going to be ranking current NBA players from least to most aura by placing them in 5 categories.
Why?
LeBron James status, cold ASF, tough, average star, absolute bum. I'm pretty sure each category is self-explanatory, but just in case, they range from the NBA players with the most aura to the NBA players with the least aura. Quick disclosure, this video was made as all jokes. The first NBA player up is Jayson Tatum. Having a great season thus far, averaging 27 and 9, Tatum is a pretty good player. However, I bet all of you guys remember this dude literally copying all of the celebrations after the Celtics won a chip last year.
Everybody wants to know what I would do if I didn't win. I guess we'll never know.
I know everybody will wonder what would happen if we didn't win. I guess we'll never know.
Man, I'm so hyped right now. Anything's possible. Anything's possible!
Oh my God. It's a surreal feeling. We did it. We did it!
What are they gonna say now?
What they gonna say now? What they gonna say now?
But that was missing from the resume. It's on the resume now. What a difference that will make in their confidence.
Oh, it certainly will, but
I won't lie, Tatum could be in the running for top 5 in the league right now. But being a Celtics hater just like most people, my favorite thing about this guy is Deuce. Not only this, but someone gotta tell Tatum to stop looking at other girls when bro literally has a wife.
There it is. Bro, what are we doing? Lock in. He's still looking, bro. Look at this. Hot red-handed. Hot red-handed, bro. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, he's still going. I'm stunned.
Wrapping it all up, his ear tug warm-up just isn't as cold as other star players' routines, so I gotta place Tatum in the average star category. The next NBA player up is Joel Embiid. As an MVP candidate for the past few years in a row, we have another superstar caliber player. The only issue with this guy though is his stamina. Embiid gets tired so damn easily that this dude literally stated before the season started that he wouldn't be playing any more back-to-back games. How is an MVP caliber player getting too tired to play the sport that he literally gets paid millions to do? Not only the stamina, but Embiid also flops way too much. This guy has averaged almost 8, if not 10 free throw attempts per game in all of his years in the league. In the last season's playoffs alone, Embiid averaged a whopping 13 free throw attempts per game. Since he is a soft dude who refuses to play ball, I'm placing Embiid in the absolute bum category. The next NBA player we're going to rank is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. When we speak of aura, this is the guy who comes to mind. Shai's aura is absolutely insane, being the current MVP frontrunner this year, averaging 32, 5, and 6. I swear, every time this guy does something on the court, it's literally like I'm watching someone dance. All of his fits are also just so tough, especially this chainmail one. Even when he's just signing gear for fans, I can feel the aura through the screen. We all know where I'm placing this guy.
Yeah, boy.
The reigning MVP horse fanatic Nikola Jokic is next on the list. This guy is literally averaging a triple-double. We haven't seen this nonsense since prime Russell Westbrook. The other day, Jokic literally tossed a full-court shot into the basket.
No, Fox hits. Julian cheated way in. Jokic gonna throw it up from way. Got it! Oh my! Nikola Jokic!
Like what? The craziest part of all this is that the dude doesn't even like basketball.
Is when you said you were surprised that you didn't feel more. So I'm curious what you are feeling right now, and if you're looking forward to a parade coming up in Denver.
When is parade? When is parade?
Thursday.
No. I need to go home. Okay.
How is he so good? No joke, bro might be the slowest dude I've ever seen play behind Kyle Anderson, but he would drop 30 on your favorite team. Just for being so nonchalant while cooking every team in the league, I have to place Jokic in the cold ASF category. Jimmy Butler is next. Being a Miami Heat fan and watching the absolute tragic news that is happening right now, this guy doesn't deserve a cool intro. He's definitely a great player, showing up in the playoffs when it matters most and absolutely carrying a mediocre Miami team to the finals twice. However, right now at this moment, for being so damn petty, I'm putting his ass in the tough category. Although this next player is having a down season compared to last season,
This nigga is trash!
Tyrese Haliburton is still going to make this list. Known mainly for being a great passer, averaging 8.7 assists per game and over 10 during the past 2 seasons, this guy is definitely tough. But that jump shot form? Hell nah. Not only this, but Haliburton's voice is wild. Check out this clip where it changes tones like 10 times in 1 minute.
I did not care. But some guys on our team took exception to it. They were a little frustrated about it. So like he comes back in, scores more points. He's talking more. It's okay. It's basketball. So after the games, we're like, guys are like, we're not shaking their hands. And it's the NBA. You know, I've played against many players. I've never shaken their hand before. Like that's just how it goes. Like not because of me, but they just leave after the game. You don't have to. It's not like kids basketball. We don't get in the line and have to shake hands. Yeah, it happens. Whatever. But my trainer was sitting courtside. My strength coach growing up. So I walked out, gave him my jersey.
Although I definitely respect this guy as a solid player, I have to place him in the absolute bum category. Not because he's bad, but bro just has no aura compared to the other superstars on this list. Next up, we got Paolo Banchero. As a young player, Paolo is 100% going to be a top player in the league in a few years, averaging 24 and 8 on a very solid Orlando Magic squad. He's definitely a great player. If he didn't get injured earlier in the season, I bet he would be averaging even more. But just for the fact that he's a young player who hasn't had enough time to shine compared to the other superstars in the league, I have to place him in the average stars category. But that would definitely change soon once he gets some playoff experience and continues to develop his game. 2 words. Yup, we all know who's up next, and this guy has to be one of the coldest dudes I've ever seen in the league. Dame is a great player and definitely has a clutch gene in his veins. From hitting half-court shots over PG's head for game in the playoffs to just casually hitting 71 points in a game, he is definitely a top 5 shooter of all time. I'm placing him in the cold as fuck category. Another vet in the league is up next, but don't worry, he is still a top 5 player. We got KD up next. I swear, sometimes my ass is just scrolling through TikTok watching random player interviews, and I swear every time I see this guy KD, he's just sitting there with a serious ass face ready to step back, break somebody's ankles. Not only just one of the coldest players of all time, but KD is also part of the exclusive club of having one of the coldest nicknames ever, the Slim Reaper. I gotta place this guy in the LeBron James status. Not sure if I would consider this next guy a superstar just yet, but he's definitely a star. Tyrese Maxey is going to barely slide into this list, improving like crazy and averaging 26 points per game last year and 27 this year. Maxey is definitely an underrated player. Just because the Sixers are dog shit doesn't mean it's Maxey's fault. In my opinion, Maxey is a people's player, always smiling and interacting with the fans. It's definitely a great thing to do and something that I really respect from him. However, I feel like most NBA players that people classify as having aura usually have serious faces and stuff. So for that reason, I'm going to put him in the tough category. But his playing definitely brings him into arguments to go higher. Yup, with perfect timing after dropping this song, I feel like LaMelo's stats this year have been all over my feed recently. LaMelo is having an incredible season with all these tough tats. He's definitely not getting placed on one of the lower tiers in this list. Although he's part of a pretty terrible Hornets team, he's still making the most of it, averaging 28, 5, and 7 on the season. But before I rank him, I gotta show you guys this clip you might have forgotten about. He was going to go up pretty damn high on this list, but for the scream alone, his ass is dropping to just the tough category. Our second to last player today is going to be Pascal Siakam. After he was traded to the Pacers, I feel like he's been a little quiet recently. He's definitely playing around the same level as he was on the Raptors, or maybe just a little bit worse. However, I swear some days I forget his ass even exists. With literally no huge highlights that I remember or anything especially tough about his gameplay, I gotta place Pascal in the absolute bum category. But I might be too harsh with this one. Finally, our last player on the list is Ice Trae. Yeah, just look at his nickname. Bro's name is literally Ice Trae. Trae is an absolute assist demon, breaking NBA records and jumping to a staggering 11 assists per game. If you asked me like last year or 2 years ago, I might have placed him in the cold as fuck category, but his shooting numbers are pretty inconsistent and he dropped to just 22 points per game this year. So as much as I want to put Trae in the cold category for his nickname alone, I gotta put him in the tough category. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop a comment down below to let me know if you want a part 2, and don't forget to subscribe and like too. Have a great rest of your day. Peace out.